Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday the 28th. We are in Loja. We were here yesterday as well. We are getting everything packed. We have to be out of here by Wednesday at 2 o'clock at the latest. That's when we're turning over the keys. So we were here yesterday packing. We're going to be packing today. We got a truck coming on Monday at noon. As you can see, everything is just an absolute disaster. But that's okay. That's what moving days are all about. We've got people coming in on Monday to clean and to do a few little tiny repairs, fix some holes in the wall, and then we'll be ready to go. Hey everyone, it is the end of the day on Monday, another week. I went into town today. We moved a bunch of our stuff. You can probably see it behind me here. We moved a mountain of stuff today and had a truck come in. I don't know if my wife caught pictures of that. I came in with a carload of stuff. I had to go back right away and get some more stuff. Going back tomorrow to get a little bit more stuff, and then on Wednesday we're going to turn the keys over. And then we'll be done with it. But I will say this, so it was pouring rain, absolutely pouring rain. I got soaking wet just loading our little car full of stuff. I'm so glad to be away from that. It's only sprinkled a few drops here. Maybe we'll regret that when we can't grow anything because it's too dry, but for the moment we're loving it. So anyway, that's it for today. Danny got the wall finished inside here, and he's been working on the tile on the floor. Things are progressing quite well here. Still waiting on the guy for the windows. I'm going to try and talk to him tomorrow. Okay, we will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, and I forgot to mention that my wife finished painting her office. Looks really good. Well, everyone, it is the middle of the afternoon on Wednesday. This week we have been moving and moving and moving. We had a truck come in, as you've probably seen pictures of, and then I made 2 trips yesterday, 2 trips on Monday. We made a trip on Saturday and Sunday before, just to get all of our junk out of this house. At any rate, we are absolutely finished with this place. If you recall from the video, which will probably be linked up here, when we moved into this place and we set up our new studio, we're very happy to have this space, and it's served us well. We just are happy now to be rent-free, other than our taxes, I suppose, rent-free for the first time in a long time. And we're happy also to be in Malacatos, where the climate is a little bit better. Well, we are leaving Loja for the last time as residents of Loja. Of course, we'll be back another time to buy stuff and do whatever we need to do, but we no longer live here. And how do we feel at this moment? Yeah. Now, we will say we like the city. It's the best city we've seen as far as cities go here in Ecuador. Yeah. But the climate, that's something else altogether. It just rains. Today it's actually not that bad. It's completely overcast, but it's not raining. And it's not too cold. But the weather over the last few days, while we were moving, has been absolutely horrible. So we have a lot of good things to say about this city, but there are a few negatives, the climate being the worst, and the dogs next door, the 3 dogs next door. So life now begins in earnest in Malacatos. Because our new adventure, although it's already started, but just not having to come back to Loja and have a house here and have that responsibility is a load off her back. Okay.
Living in 2 places is not the greatest.
No. So onwards and upwards, as they say. So I haven't been shooting too much video lately. I just wanted to catch up on some of the things they've done over the last couple of days. We have been moving, so we really haven't had much time. Anyways, he's got the tiles installed here. At the very back, he put some oddball tiles in there, but that's okay because no one will ever see it. And then, I think I mentioned this the other day, he's gotten these 2 sections of wall done. He just has to put some white plaster on there now. Meanwhile, they are progressing well on the walls in here. They just started today. Scratched them up, putting the mud on. And as you will note, the ceiling here now is complete. Apart from the lights, I need to get the lights installed so that they can keep working without being in the dark. And the bathroom actually is the metal and everything's done. They're also working up on the top, putting in some reinforcements on the joints here with some metal angles. Well, good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning. The sky, I'm just going to turn around here, is almost completely clear. I'm just waiting to take a photo of the sunrise this morning. Should be pretty nice. We can see the mountains at Podocarpus National Park from here, and we're waiting for the sun to come up over that. It's only 12.5 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but 12.5 degrees Celsius. We've been sitting out here every morning in our makeshift kitchen, eating breakfast, reading, but this morning it's too cold. We're going to have to go inside the bedroom and eat our breakfast. It's just too cold. 12.5 degrees. I think this is the coldest it's been since we've been here, so it does get cold in Malacatos. Okay, so let's wait for the sunrise. Hopefully I get a good picture. In a bit. It appears that the boys have got the first coat on the entire this bedroom. So we're making some progress. Meanwhile, I have been working on the electrical wires hanging everywhere.
This is the only product that works in tubes for the electrical. Outside? Oh, this is the kitchen room.
I'm just wiring in the kitchen. I've got a light, 2 lights here in the center. I've got lights all around the perimeter. I've also got 2 lights out here, and I've got a light on the outside. All of them are being fed from 2 junction boxes, one here and one here. That's the source of the power. And then I just have to feed down a cable. I'm using the same color cable, but I'm marking with tape. One is neutral, one is hot. And so I have to push 4 switches through, or I have to push 8 cables through here because there's 2 boxes and 2 switches in each box coming through the same little pipe. So it's a bit of a cramp, but and then I've got over here on the other side, I'm going to put in also 2 light switches. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. Hey everyone, it is the end of the day on Friday. I'm standing in the bathroom. Hence the noise. As you may have seen from some of the clips, we moved this week. Made I don't know how many trips between Saturday and Wednesday when we finally turned over the keys, but it was a lot. Anyway, so I didn't do as much on the house this week, but we got a lot done. I got the roof done. Danny and Jose, we installed the lights just a few minutes ago, and also the fan. I just installed this super duper shower head. It's actually kind of cheap, about $50. It's hooked to 220 at the top. I need to seal that yet. The advantage of 220 is that you can actually get a decent amount of water out of here and still be quite warm. If you've ever used electric shower heads, 110, they're almost completely useless unless the water going in is hot. Anyway, so we're happy about that. What else? Well, the last bedroom is almost completely finished. I think they're finished the second coat. Yeah, they're completely finished the second coat. So that means we can, when it dries, we can move on to putting our top coat on. Meanwhile, in the second bedroom, Laurel and I did put the first top coat on. Can't really tell, doesn't look like much, but it's a lot of work. Anyway, that's done. And we have to do the other 3 walls. Meanwhile, as I said earlier, I think in one of the clips I was working on the electrical. I managed to get all of the electrical strung last night with some help. So I have all the cables where I need them for the most part, other than some cables up at the top here. I have to put those in yet. And I don't have the boxes installed, I should say I don't have the receptacles installed or anything like that. I just need to put one in so they've got something for power here. Okay, so that's it. I don't know what else we accomplished. Maybe we did something. I can't remember. Anyway, that's it for another week. We will talk to you next week, and hopefully we can get something done. Going to work on those tanks, hopefully next week. Got to go into town to Loja to pick up some connections, our water tanks, as I think there's a clip of them showing up here. But more on that later. Okay, thanks very much for watching and supporting the channel by subscribing, by giving us a like, and just generally commenting if you want. And hey, if you got a comment, you got a question, let us know. We'll get back to you. Okay, thanks for watching then. We'll talk to you next week. This is Passion for Life Gallery.